Hi everyone, I'm Esther from ESSYCOOKS. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a pecan and cranberry covered vegan cheese ball. This is the perfect appetizer for your holiday spread, or it's perfect for your next event. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to make this. So the first thing I'm going to do is add 1 1/2 cups of raw cashews to a bowl, and bringing some water to a boil. And I'm going to just completely cover those cashews in boiling water. We're going to allow those to soak for at least 10 minutes. So I am just going to cover those up with a towel, allow them to soak, and I'm going to go walk the dog. All right, so we have our soaked cashews here. I'm going to add these to either a high-powered blender or food processor. So we definitely want to make sure it is high-powered if it's a blender. Otherwise, it's going to have a bit of a grainy texture. So I'm going to add in my cashews. Next, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of refined coconut oil. So you do want to make sure it's refined because then it won't have that coconutty flavor. This is going to be solid at room temperature, and it's going to give us a really good, nice mouthfeel that's going to be closest to cheese as we can get. So 3 tablespoons of refined coconut oil. And now for our cheesy flavor, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. For a little tang, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. We're going to add in 1 teaspoon of salt. You can put half a teaspoon if you like it a little less salty. We're going to put in half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And to give it a bit of an aged cheese taste, we're going to add in the secret ingredient, which is white miso paste. So we're going to put a full tablespoon of white miso paste. All right, now we are going to blend this up until it's nice and smooth and creamy. You are going to have to scrape away at the sides just in order to get this going. So it will take a few minutes, and then we'll show you the next step. So I'm just going to start pulsing a little bit with the blender here, and I'm going to be scraping down on the sides just to make sure that everything is nice and smooth and creamy. This takes a little bit of work because I'm using a really big blender and I just have to keep scraping down the sides, but it will get to the perfect consistency. You can see here, this is the exact consistency that we are looking for. Okay, so now we want to get a bowl and some plastic wrap. And we're just going to place this plastic wrap kind of over and into the bowl. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of want to place it into the bowl like this. Enough so that you can cover all of your cheese mixture. And then we're going to transfer it from the blender into the plastic wrap here. All right, now we just want to grab the corners of the parchment paper, grab them together, and start rolling this into a ball. Just like this. All right, we've got it in there. Now we're just going to start twisting and forming this into a nice ball shape. Now I'm just going to place that in the fridge for a few hours, at least an hour. If you can leave it 4 to 5 hours, even overnight is even better. And we're just going to let that harden up and solidify. All right, now we're going to make the topping, the coating that we're going to roll our cheese ball in. This is what's going to make it so festive and delicious. So first we have a 1/4 cup of craisins, just dried cranberries will work as well. And we're going to chop those super finely, also with a 1/3 cup of pecans. So I'm going to start by just chopping up my dried cranberries nice and finely. We're going to finely chop those pecans as well. That is looking perfect. Everything's finely chopped. We have a couple bigger chunks in there, and that's going to be perfect. This is going to coat the ball. Now we're going to add in some fresh thyme, so you can add in about 1 tablespoon or more depending on your taste. I've got about this much here. I'm going to add that all in. So you can just grab the piece of thyme and just peel back those little leaves and put them right into the mixture. And if you find any little stems or anything in there, you can just remove those as well, because we don't really want to be hitting that. That's not the right texture we're looking for. Thyme is going to add such a festive flavor to this. All right, it's been about 4 hours and this is nicely hardened up, so I'm just going to remove the plastic and roll it in the coating. All right. So we're just going to start kind of working that coating into the outside. You can press it in, roll it, whatever you want to do. We just want this to stick all to the outside. Just kind of press that in. I'm just going to pick it up and kind of start pressing into any of the areas that aren't fully coated. Look at that.
Test time! Alright, this looks absolutely delicious.
This is my favorite holiday appetizer. Hands down. I love this.
Wow.
It really tastes like cheese, actually. It's not like a weird vegan product.
It's one of your best cheeses you've made, I feel. If you got guests coming for Christmas, and they like vegan food, you gotta make this.
I don't think they even have to like vegan food.
No, you don't even have to.
It's so good.
If you got guests that like cheese,
This.
impressive. They will not believe.